Hello everyone, I'm MTG Lordseeker, and it's time to sit down and do part 2 of a video that came out, 4 months ago? Fuck. Alright, when we last left off, the Gatewatch had just defeated Emrakul, Soren was turned into modern art, and Nahiri suffered no consequences for her genocidal actions. Ah, equality. With the threat of the Eldrazi ended once and for all, our heroes have earned a nice vacation. Chandra, a wee bit homesick, decides to take their trip to her plane of origin, the world of Aether and inventors, Kaladesh. Here, the team finds out that they're just in time to partake in the annual science fair turned violent revolution. Chandra, to her surprise, learns that her mother, Pia Nalar, is alive and in charge of the Renegades. While Chandra Nalar is getting reacquainted with Mama Nalar, the Gatewatch learns that Tezzeret, 7-time interplanar arm wrestling champion, is on Kaladesh and stealing inventions for his boss, the Elder Dragon Planeswalker Nicol Bolas. Despite knowing virtually nothing about Nicol Bolas, his plans, or just how strong he really is, the Gatewatch agrees that he is a threat to the multiverse that must be defeated. Just as soon as the revolution is over. Our heroes do their best to aid the Renegades of Kaladesh in their fight against the corrupt consulate, led by Tezzeret. Along the way, the Gatewatch also recruits a Johnny the Catman to the team, since he's all about that do-gooder lifestyle. The Renegades of Kaladesh are victorious, and Tezzeret is sent running with his tail between his metal legs. Now, a Johnny advises against going after Nicol Bolas right away, warning his new teammates that the dragon is far more powerful than they could imagine. But hey, what does a Johnny know? He's just the only living character in the multiverse to defeat Bolas in battle, so his opinion is discarded and the other 5 rush off to fight a dragon. Their quest takes the Gatewatch to the desert world of Amonkhet, where they are shocked to discover a culture dedicated to the worship of 5 gods serving directly under the god pharaoh, Nicol Bolas. Bolas. Balas. Bolas. Bolas. Balaz. The people of this world believe in a prophecy called the Accounting of Hours, which foretells the returning of Nicol Bolas and his opening of the Promised Land. These people are all fiercely loyal to their god pharaoh and take part in deadly trials to prove that they are worthy of a glorious afterlife. While the rest of the Gatewatch is off playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or taking part in the Egyptian Olympics, Liliana took this opportunity to kill her third demon, Razaketh. Did I not mention? Yeah, Liliana has this whole thing, deal with demons, eternal youth and power, sold her soul, blah blah blah. It's not really important. What matters is that Liliana wants her freedom, and Razaketh being alive is gonna be a problem. She murders the crap out of this guy, and just in time, too. Bolas returns, here to open the gates of paradise. Except that it turns out this whole prophecy nonsense was a lie, and Bolas was using Amonkhet as his personal mummy factory. He unleashes his minions on the unprepared populace and basically murders an entire city of perfectly good worshippers. For a chuckle. What a waste of resources. The Gatewatch collectively challenges the dragon to a 5-on-1 arch-enemy match, and Nikki B accepts. Unfortunately for them, Gideon left all their good decks back at the apartment, so they're stuck using those stupid Planeswalker starter decks. Bolas, meanwhile, has access to his 30k vintage list. Needless to say, he wiped the floor with them and gave Jace amnesia. For giggles. Defeated, the Gatewatch would flee away from Amonkhet to presumably regroup and lick their wounds, but we'll follow the other chucklefucks in a second. For now, let's focus on Jace. Now, if I had a quarter for every time Jace lost his stupid memory, I'd have 3 quarters. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened thrice. Jace winds up on a deserted island on the plane of Ixalan. His life on this island sucks pretty hard, and he can't planeswalk away, but it's okay. He eventually gets picked up by the captain of a pirate ship, his old nemesis, Vraska the Gorgon. Well, she would be his nemesis, but Jace doesn't actually remember who she is, and Vraska thinks he's pretty useful, and she's enjoying the topless look he's rocking, so Vraska recruits the amnesiac for her own adventure. That adventure, by the way, is a quest to find and retrieve a powerful magical artifact at the behest of Nicol Bolas, who hired Vraska to be a pirate. Vraska, somehow not really knowing Bolas was super evil, took the job, and turned out to be really good at being a pirate. Hey, around this point in the story, there's a part that clarifies Nicol Bolas reads like a fuckload of books on how to do boat things because he was bored as shit thousands of years ago, and he shoved all that boat knowledge into Vraska's brain. For me, that's just the funniest fucking thing. I bet he read every comic book ever. Bolas is a dork. Together, Jace and Vraska would adventure to the continent of Ixalan, on the plain of Ixalan, definitely not confusing, where the Golden City awaited discovery. They'd face off against conquistador vampires, dino Aztecs, and mostly naked merfolk, and along the way would grow to care for one another. It doesn't last long, though. A bump on the noggin restores Jace's memories. But it's okay, even after remembering the fact that Vraska is a horrifying serial killer with a long body count. Jace still loves her, and they enter the Golden City Orazca together. Within, the pair meets Azor, the guardian of the immortal sun. This magical doohickey was created to trap Nicobolus on Ixalan, but it didn't work. Azor, being a meanie pants, is told to go on timeout by Jace, who then gives his girlfriend Vraska amnesia in order to help fight Bolus. Please trust me, it makes sense in context. The immortal sun is picked up by Tezzeret, and Jace zips away to join his friends over on Dominaria. Here, he learns that Liliana and Gideon have been fighting alongside the heroes of the Weatherlight against the vile forces of the Cabal. Nissa and Chandra left after their Bolus backside beating, but Chandra eventually came back alongside Jaya Ballard, who's still alive? Okay. Also, Teferi's a planeswalker again. And even Karn's shown up for some good evil spankin' fun. Together, this assembly of heroes works to fight against the Cabal, led by Belzenlok, who just so happens to be the fourth and final demon Liliana needs to crush. Oh, and Jodah shows up. Remember Jodah? Major character, one of the most powerful wizards in the story. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything, but he's there. Yay. The demon is slain, Gideon gets a new sword, Teferi joins the Gatewatch for some reason, and they all agree to head back to Ravnica and have an epic rematch with Nicobolus. Oh, Liliana, you did read that contract in full, right? To be concluded in War of the Spark. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, probably not. That book is a meme already.